visit your grandparents' village during summer holidays? You know, children, villages are beautiful with cool and pleasant atmosphere. They have fresh air to breathe and greenery all around. Have you ever spoken to villagers? In villages, people stay together and help each other in need. They love one another. Their affection is shown in the way they address people. People in general feel proud to live in cities and they think they know everything and disrespect villagers. Once upon a time, there lived a mighty king named Kumbhakesh. He ruled over the kingdom Pandavapuram. Once on his birthday, all the people of Pandavapuram were engrossed in the grand birthday celebrations. Many royal kings, friends, and relatives from the neighboring kingdoms visited the kingdom to greet the king on his birthday. On this special day, few villagers of Patli who admired the king came to Pandavapuram to greet the king and bestow him with a birthday gift. They earnestly requested the minister to give them permission to meet the king. The minister went to the king and informed him that the villagers had come to meet him. The king, who felt that villagers were not equal to his status, was reluctant to meet them. The minister's heart pained at the king's behavior. But what could he do? He had to obey the orders. He told the villagers that the king was busy and had no time to meet them. The poor villagers' hopes burnt into the ashes, and they left the palace with great dissatisfaction. King Kumbhakesh was always proud of his wealth, power, and position. He never respected the poor. He looked down upon them. From ages, the king followed a very good practice of going out once in a while during the night in disgust to know about the welfare of his people. As a part of such duty, one night Kumbhakesh, disguised as a normal person, went to his kingdom to know about the welfare of his people. Like that, he went far away from the palace to the remote areas. It was winter season and the weather was quite cold. In a hurry, the king forgot to take a blanket with him. He started shivering with cold. He couldn't find anything to cover himself. He started wandering here and there to find a place to take shelter. At last, the king found a dim light flickering in a small hut. Unable to withstand the cold, he went inside the hut and saw a farmer dressed in shabby clothes. On seeing the king shivering with cold, the farmer wholeheartedly welcomed the king, thinking him to be an ordinary villager. The farmer offered his blanket to the king. Thanking him, the king covered his body with the blanket. Though the blanket was dirty, it served the purpose, and the king felt warm. Suddenly, the king noticed something in the corner of the room. He was surprised to see a new blanket. The blanket was looking so special and beautiful. He asked the farmer why that blanket was kept in the shelf and was not used by anyone. The farmer said in a very sad tone that all the villagers of Patli contributed money and brought this blanket as a gift to their beloved king on his birthday. But on that day, they didn't get a chance to meet their king and present the gift. So that blanket was preserved for their king and they were eagerly waiting for an opportunity to meet him and give the gift. Overwhelmed by the farmer's love, the king repented his behavior. King Kumbhakesh realized his mistake, and the next day, after reaching the palace, he told his minister to invite the villagers to the palace. The king gave them a royal welcome and accepted their gift. In return, he gave all the villagers wonderful gifts. They felt very happy and left the palace with the gifts offered by the king. Children, we can see the people like Kumbhakesh in and around us. They feel proud of being rich and show disrespect towards others. We should know the fact that true wealth is not having more money. It is the life, living happily with the people around us and respecting them.